I love it when someone will say something like, I have 500 hours in Skyrim. I have hundreds of hours in Fallout 2 and Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas. And I hate Starfield because it was just a short game. And I'm like, tell us you didn't play Starfield without telling us you didn't play Starfield. Because Starfield is the biggest game that Bethesda has ever created. In terms of content and otherwise. The forced hate, it's such a fake outrage for Starfield. It's 100% fake. Their favorite YouTuber told them they're not supposed to like Starfield, and so they're like, I'm a Bethesda fan, but Starfield sucks. Starfield was short. No. I'm never gonna not stop making fun of those trolls. I got 600 hours in Skyrim. Starfield is so short in comparison. Tell us you didn't play it. Like, you know what was funny to me was like last night, third playthrough, stumbling into New Homestead and finding the tour guide. I had missed that quest entirely through my first two playthroughs. And it's like, that quest alone is 30 to 45 minutes if you actually take the time to follow him on his tour. It's probably closer to an hour if you actually discuss each POI that he takes you to, because there's like 6 to 8 conversation options at each POI to talk to him about and learn the history. And then you go talk to Maurice, the museum guy. That's another 30 minutes of dialogue. Just in 2 NPCs, you have an hour to an hour and a half of full. But this goes back to the people who said during Shattered Space, dialogue isn't content, quests aren't content. Those are the people who claim that Starfield was too short. They didn't actually play the game. They literally bum rushed the main storyline from start to finish, 25 hours, 20 to 25 hours. They didn't do any of the faction quests. Each one is anywhere from I would argue 6 to 8 hours for each one of the faction side quests. Then there's all of those locations like New Homestead, which have their own series of quests which relate to half a dozen to 6 to 8 hours of content for each of those POIs. Several hundred hours to get through a completionist playthrough of Starfield. Yeah, exactly, Transcend. They're high on their own bullshit. Why don't I like the Odachi? Because it's a big, lumpy piece of shit weapon. I like fast and agile. I like to be a ninja. I like to be a stealth archer. There was nothing else up there, right? If buying a new skin for your weapon for $20 is new content, everything is new content. Yeah. We've got...
A ferry going north. Should get me closer to the Kitsune and Teshio Ridge. We meet as our ancestors did before.
If Kamar says Starfield's the only Bethesda RPG I've ever actually completed. It is the culmination of all of their games before,
you
so
smell
it's
like a wolf. You are hunting
it's
something.
like a polished version.
I am.
Because if you
But I
try to
have
go
no
back and
quarrel
play
with the
Fallout
animal.
4, right
The
now, you're
ferryman
gonna feel
is a
like Fallout
friend.
4 is
Why not wait for
a
him with old
much
Hachi?
clunkier game because it doesn't have the polish. Fallout 76, another really good Bethesda game. I sat here. This was probably 3 nights ago. I was looking at my schedule going because they announced the new Walter Goggins is going to be in Fallout 76 for the new DLC as the ghoul. And I was like, oh man, I've never actually done any of the DLC in Fallout 76. So if I wanted to go all in on Fallout 76, I could probably get a couple hundred hours of gameplay if I really wanted to take the time and sink my teeth into Fallout 76. I could probably get 2 months. Like if I wanted to do like what I've done with Lord of the Rings Online or Star Wars: The Republic over the years, just dive in for 2 or 3 months and just do everything that there is to do. I could probably get 2, maybe 3 months out of Fallout 76. So I'm starting to formulate stuff that I want to do for like December, January, and February because there's not a lot of new releases. And so it's like, where do I put my time? I really want to do like a Cyberpunk 2077 replay, but there's also like, do I do like a Fallout 76 deep dive, start to finish? Uh, right, AFK, you tried going back? Yeah, so try going back to like even Oblivion Remastered, which just came out earlier this year, is clunky as hell compared to Starfield. Like, it's a great game, but
All right,
clunky.
Hoochie. We'll share the ferry.
And that's the same thing with any of the Bethesda games, whether it's Skyrim,
Whatever you hunt
Fallout,
must be important.
Oblivion, etc.
The
The
lands
main
ahead are not
storyline is
kind to the
only ever
unprepared.
20, 25 hours long for all
You
of their
don't look too
games.
concerned for your
It's
safety.
all of the other
Ha!
side
You
content and
sound like my
DLCs and
son.
everything else
I have tread this path
that
more
have
times than either of you.
the
The
additional
village is
content that
somewhere
gets you
up
to
north.
hundreds of hours per playthrough.
Our Kotan is upriver. Though people make too much noise fighting down
I
on
don't have
that side.
grandkids, Safe
Local
Wizard, so I'm
Haya
not a grandpa.
don't get a wink of sleep. You make it sound like we're
I
children.
did play Spider-Man from like
The
4 or 5 years
Ainu
ago.
made Ainu Mushiri. What do you call Eso?
They're okay.
A
I mean,
land
I'm
of
not.
trade, community, and
They're the
prosperity.
Spider-Man games are very short.
Only children see weakness in that and strength in a
Looking
fight.
forward to the Wolverine game though.
Some children might not have a choice. Is that why you hunt
Exactly. Main
alone?
quests for
You
Skyrim,
travel alone.
Fallout, Oblivion,
I
they're all
know
like
what
20,
I'm
25
doing.
hours. That's it. But there's hundreds of hours. Yeah, that's because you went and did all the side content. So if you didn't do the side content in Starfield, you sort of lose the right to complain that Starfield isn't a big game because you didn't actually do the side content. That's why every time,
The
high on their own
cold makes
bullshit.
the air feel crisper upriver. Stay out of trouble, Sitorainu. Come trade at Akotan. The village is open to all.
All right.
Your horse made it over on the cargo barge.
Thank you.
All right. Now, I like the outfits they have here. So that's if I want to trade. We just need to keep heading north. I don't think anyone knows what Machine Games is working on right now. I haven't heard whether or not they're doing... I have no idea if they're working on an Indiana Jones sequel or another Wolfenstein game. No clue. Oh, this is a full-on village. We should stop. Oh, I forgot to go get my gifts.
Huna he, friend.
Your horse seems to be more comfortable.
I think we're starting to understand one another.
Oh, we finally got some new dyes for the Hunter's Saddle. I'm gonna buy all of them.
Oh, here.
Ah,
There you are. I should find some time to write. I've been working these leathers the whole day.
If I can have a new die for this, I'm switching. Oh, I'm switching.
Come, Mochizuki.
Oh, but I actually have to switch the saddle. Oh, that looks amazing. Way cooler than my other saddle. Hell yeah, man. That's wicked. Yeah, they ran right into the point without even realizing it. Yeah, never ever ever go by a Steam review. Steam reviews are the worst and the easiest to manipulate because of the rage
You
posters.
came. Say hello, son. Don't be rude.
Hunahe, maybe you can convince my mother not to chase dangerous thieves at her age.
My age, you say? Well, I guess we have no other choice. Setarino, you will keep me safe as I seek out these dangerous thieves. You can claim all the supplies you need in return.
Do I get a choice in the matter?
You wouldn't leave a poor old woman alone in the wilderness now, would you? Besides, they say the ancestors make arrangements for people to meet, and no thief will start a fight with you around.
Yeah, never ever
It
ever
is a
exactly
perfect
rated.
match.
Don't ever go by Steam
When you are
charts.
ready, meet me on the hill past Nairo Falls.
Like, yeah, it's just a whole bunch of stuff. Like, way too many people have gotten hooked on the copium from Asmongold and those guys. And that's just
Good luck keeping up with her.
the shit that comes out of people's mouths these days when it comes to video games. Right? It's a dead game if it... Like, yeah. Alright, I actually don't want to follow her right now. I want to keep going north.
Find me, boy.
You should make sure to store all this food properly.
This is the entrance to a shrine. We're gonna go do the shrine. Do I get a fast travel to that entrance? Oh, yeah. I like the IGN First series, but I gotta say yeah, their review, I don't see any formula to their review scores, because I've seen some of their reviewers publish some really ridiculous things like, I don't like this game because it's got too much story dialogue. And it's literally the reviewer is saying, I don't like this game because of this reason. That's not an objective journalistic approach. That is the reviewer being opinionated and influencing the score that they're putting up for a publication. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen IGN be that great about being objective, because some of their reviews, not all, some of their reviewers post some ridiculously opinionated things in their reviews that have nothing to do with the objectiveness of the game. It'll be something like, I don't like story content or I don't like cutscenes, or I don't like the puzzles, therefore the game is bad. And it's like, that's not how this works. It's not how a review. But I will say that IGN First series, which is not a review series, it's just covering games. But I'll agree with that. I'll agree that they have a long history of if you take into account the history of their game, the history of their company, they have a historical track record of providing good reviews. And then there will be games where it's like the entire internet is saying the game is like a 10 out of 10 or something, and IGN will be like, it's a 3. And then you read it and the reviewer is pissed off about some woke agenda thing, or the game had pronouns, I don't like it. So I don't know. I think PC Gamers still does a reasonable good job. But I don't listen to anybody's reviews, to be honest with you. I just play games on my own and go from there. And even people like, there's some people like I will agree with a lot of the times, but I'll still disagree with them from some time to time. Like, Co-Carnage, as a general rule, he and I are mostly on the same page when it comes to games that we both play. Like, he plays a lot of games that I don't play. But like there was one, I think it was Assassin's Creed Shadows, which I had great fun with and got like 85 hours out of. And I remember watching the stream where he sort of rage quit the game. He had climbed up to the top of like um, the mast of a ship and then fell off and died. And then someone in his chat said, "Did you know that you can buy maps in the cash store?" And he opened up the cash store and saw the maps and went, "Oh no, you can buy maps. That's pay to win. I no longer want to play this game." And he sort of just quit and he never went back. And then I kind of looked at that and went, that's not fair, because you don't have to buy the maps if you don't want to. You don't have to buy any of the stuff from the cash shop if you don't want to. That's there for the people like my brother who have a very limited amount of time and they don't want to farm those things in game. And I felt it was very disingenuous to then have a bad review of the game because of something that doesn't impact your enjoyment of the game whatsoever. Like I never once have ever touched a cash shop item in any of the Assassin's Creed games ever. I play the game and I do the games and I like the games. So to be able to, so that, even people I agree with, sometimes I will disagree with. I think that's normal. Nothing wrong with that. Adults are allowed to disagree from time to time. The key is disagreeing respectfully. The moment you start saying things like, this game is garbage, this game is slop, this game is trash, your opinion is no longer relevant. You have lost all accountability and reliability when you start saying things like that. Ah, but a miss! Oh, that's a hard... How am I supposed to get the angle on that right? At least they put you right back here. Different angle, and I still missed. What the frack, man? Okay. There we go. This is actually a funny conversation because I had a discussion 2 years ago with a couple of people about potentially starting a new review publication, um, because so many of the publications that do reviews these days don't have an objective. They don't really have objective writers working for them, and there's not a lot of editorial process. You get a lot of opinions of things like, oh, the game has body sliders instead of a male female option. Let's give it a bad review. Or the game has too many cutscenes. We're going to give it a bad review. I don't like the story of the game. I'm going to give it a bad review. When the writer is saying things like I don't like this, you're no longer providing me with an objective review, because a reviewer should never be saying things like I don't like this. You can say something along the lines of, if we're looking at an objective review of a game, saying things like you could say you don't like it, I guess is what I'm getting at, is you're not supposed to knock points off because you didn't like something. You can mention that something doesn't resonate with you. That's fair, but you should not be giving a review score and knocking points off the score based on opinion. It should be objective things. Like if there is an objective, like the loading screens are long compared to this other game, then you could add that in the review and say, if you're looking for a performance-based game, this one might not be for you because the loading screens are much longer than games similar to it, and you could dock a point off for optimization. But saying things like, I don't like cutscenes, and this game has lots of cutscenes, so I'm going to knock points off of the review because I don't like cutscenes, therefore we're going to knock points off. You've lost your objectivity. Like, that's when you should say, like, if you're someone who loves cutscenes, this game is going to be perfect for you. Whereas if you're someone who doesn't like cutscenes, the game might not necessarily be your cup of tea, but you should not be taking points off just because a game has too many cutscenes. Like, that's where you get the personal opinions that ruin reviews. And way too many of the writers, because these publications aren't governed by journalistic integrity anymore. They're generating clicks, and that's how you get paid, is generate clicks. So how do you make the most newsworthy content? You generate click-worthy content. And that's just the day and age we live in. It is extremely rare to find any sort of journalistic review for any I feel like for any publication it's very hard to find anything realistic these days. I think every single review outlet out there hires writers that put their opinions into things, and you also have editors who aren't doing their job to edit that shit out. Especially in this cycle of we got to hurry up and get the things published within a certain window of time, otherwise we're going to lose out on the click value because the traffic's going to move on. Everybody's rush, go, 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 trying to get the content out, and you, that's exactly, Hector. That's kind of the point I was getting at. Most of the online publications wouldn't have survived if you put them 20 years ago in the print publication industry, because the only way they survive is by generating clicks and clickbait. Like, it's very rare for me to read a review from any review site that is, like, truly objective. What am I about to get attacked by? Oh, it's a bear. I've never heard of that podcast, Dribrum. Funny Games, Kind of Funny Games has a good review process. They review the game live between 4 people that talk about it during a podcast. That sounds pretty interesting. I've never heard of them before, but that sounds like a pretty fair process. I think this was during, what was it? It was one of the recent Star Wars shows. Um, and I was watching a clipped out version on TikTok of these. It was, I think, two guys and a girl. Yeah, it was it's a Star Wars show. It was a Star Wars podcast. It was two guys and a girl, and they review Star Wars shows. And during the show, the episode that I caught was like these two guys were just bitching about every single thing about them, and the girl literally stopped them in the middle of their rant and said, "What is your guys' problem?" Like, she literally told them, she said, "You have lost your sense of wonder." Because all I'm hearing from you two is, "I don't like this, I 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 don't like this." And you sound like a bunch of grumpy old farts where you don't like anything. Like, where's your sense of wonder? You've lost your sense of imagination, because if a 5-year-old goes and watches these shows, the 5-year-old is going to be like, "This is the coolest thing ever. There's blasters and lightsabers." And I think they were reviewing the pirate Star Wars show they did back in January, with Jude Law, and they were just complaining about all the things they didn't like about it. And the girl was like, "What are you doing? Like, if you can't find a sense of wonder, then what are you doing reviewing these shows? Like, what's the point of doing a review if all you're going to do is bitch? If all you do is complain, what's the point? You've lost the sense of wonder. You've lost that spark of imagination. You've lost that joy." And that speaks to a deep-seated personal issue with these people who, it's the incel culture of just, they hate everyone and everything because they don't have love in their lives.
Over here, boy.
Society has just twisted them. Is that a pillar? New sword. What's up, Thandar? Trying E said over on TikTok says, "You helped me become more confident making clips with my stream. Appreciate it. You are welcome. Glad you found what you needed." Where are the trolls at? We've had a couple of trolls this morning, Thandar. We've had a couple of trolls on TikTok. We've had a couple of trolls on YouTube. Nothing major this morning. I'm having a whole bunch of trolls over on Instagram and TikTok this morning because I posted that short last night about Starfield. There's a whole bunch of, just like always, there's a whole bunch of butthurt people over Starfield.
Black foxes are rare. What's that in your mouth, little one?
Black Fox. I've never seen one of these guys. Where are we going? Oh no! I barely caught that in time. Little fox, you lead me through traps, bro. Where are you leading me, little buddy?
You're a sly one.
It's almost like he's purposefully leading me through little traps and things just to mess with me.
Up to your old tricks, Chironupu? Looks like someone is having a bad day.
That one looks innocent, but he led me right to some deer traps.
Those would be mine. I'll have to set them again.
At least he dropped whatever he was carrying.
I'd be careful with whatever that is. Some people say foxes are kunechironupu, protectors who warn us against danger. But my grandmother used to say,
I'm just laughing.
black foxes
Hey, if
carry
Kimar says,
mischievous
"Prove it's not
spirits
you and the
of
troll who
Chironupu
stole your
Kamui."
name."
I'll take my chances.
You had your fun, Kunechiro Nupu.
He wants his scritches, doesn't he? Little monster. That was super cute, though.
Go, go.
Okay, looks like we can keep riding up the river here. We got some sort of gathering up ahead.
Get a handle on your beast.
The horses feel something's wrong.
Shut up with that nonsense.
There's a handsome boy.
He's usually a gentle soul.
It's this place, Teshio Ridge. Spirits are drawn to its snowy peaks.
Gracias.
settlers to
Try
their
and see it
deaths.
over on TikTok. Appreciate it.
People go missing. Happens all the time.
Are
For
you
the-
as good with that
The
sword
donut,
as you
whatever
are
that
with
was. I don't know
horses?
how all those
When I'm
things work on
motivated.
TikTok.
Ride with us. We'll pay you a generous
Still
sum
relatively
now,
new to TikTok
and
streaming.
more on arrival.
Like hell we will. She's a woman.
Who just doubled her price.
Rudeness
Consider it
costs
done.
extra.
Yeah.
Rest up. It's not an easy journey.
Spirits of Teshio Ridge.
Time to go. There's a chill in the air.
You can wait, sir. All right.
I hate this route.
It'll be worth it. Remember our last trip?
I almost lost 3 toes to frostbite.
Instead, you returned with saddlebags full of coin.
This time feels different.
You'll both cheer up once we reach the Red Crane Inn.
My coffee's wearing
Red
off.
Crane Inn. Is that our destination?
It's the only bit of civilization in Teshio Ridge.
Even for Ezo, this valley is remote. Its settlers pay extra for the small comforts of home.
He means they're desperate.
Everyone has to make a living.
I hope the inn shamisen player hasn't moved on.
Still pining, eh?
It's not like that.
No, of course not. You're interested in her artistic integrity, not her.
That's enough! Eyes on the road! Let's go.
Man, it is awfully dark. We've got a
Storm's
blizzard going
brewing.
on.
Wiggle your toes while you still have them.
Wiggle your toes while you still have them.
Freeze.
There's a cave not far from here.
Those lights. Do you see them? Kitsunabi.
Foxfire.
To hell with this.
Wait!
Idiot.
Even my horse bucked me off. My horse is supposed to be a well-trained mount.
Stay close or they'll pick you up.
Throwing knives? Am I gonna get throwing knives? Uh-oh, I've been poisoned. Am I getting taken prisoner? There may be more coffee in the kitchen, Rated. Sometimes Chris makes a second pot before school.
So cold, unreal. Let's see how strong you are. Kill the others.
My wolf just showed up to defend me. Hey, it's like my horsey in Lord of the Rings.
Why were you? Likely story. Still shaky. Need to find shelter.
Discern my fate. Oh, it's the lyrics of the song. I was like, wait, I don't want to discern my fate. I'm only 30 hours into the game. Now is not the time. Sure, at a cave. Oh, there's definitely a frostbite thing that was over my health meter too.
Must start a fire.
Alright. Someone conveniently left some wood for me to make a fire. No, I'm not doing your minigame.
That's better. We've slept in worse places.
En un segundo tengo que ir a checar. Mi sobrina nieta está provocando problemas, yo creo. Escucho a Cristina gritando un poco.
I will find you.
Welcome to Tsushio Ridge. That is freaking awesome. We have a snowy biome finally. This is great.
Let's get our bearings. Don't want to get caught out again.
Absolutely true. Spyglass time.
Those merchants were headed to the Red Crane Inn.
First stop.
As good a place as any to ask about the kitsune.
Oh yeah.
That's where I'll find Master Enomoto. He could teach me the way of the Kusarigama.
That's the thing I'm looking forward to the most, is the master. But dude, this is a pretty big zone. Oh my goodness. We should definitely head to the Red
That's
Crane
enough to
Inn
go on.
first.
Come on, boy.
That way we have a fast travel point. It's a campsite. Oop, something right there. Pillar. There's a dueling tree or something. Sun painted tree. There's a house. Fox. That'll be a hot springs right there, probably. It's too far away. I can't get that one. It's not gonna lock on. Oop. Cliff structures. I think that's all I'm gonna get from this location. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Down we go. Ooh, that's a new type of plant.
I don't see many travelers out here. Looks like you've been on the road for a while. There's a hot spring nearby. You should visit it.
Thank you.
Good idea.
Always happy to get a traveler's map. That's gonna be over here somewhere. Huh? No? It's deceptive if that's not on the coast. I was gonna say, I just didn't click exactly on the right spot. Yeah, I'm not sure which way the road goes. Also, we're missing the panoramic view again in this location, so definitely still some slight bugs. Might as well stop. Got a quest here.
Stranger, have you seen my brother?
What happened?
My brother, Tadakichi, is missing. He went into the forest to gather wood, but hasn't come back.
Have you looked for him?
I don't want to go alone. They say fox spirits hunt these woods. I think something's happened. I'll pay you to help me find him.
Me gusta dinero.
Show me where he went.
This way.
Ah, it's
It's not the first
instant
time
quest.
people have gone missing around here.
You shouldn't travel alone.
We just needed some firewood. Tadakichi said it would only be a few minutes. Ninetales!
It's an ambush. Watch yourself.
Oh, my wolf showed up. Thank you very much.
Are you all right?
A few bruises, I'll be fine. If these Ninetales got my brother...
Try not to think about it.
Tadakichi and I moved here for a quiet life. We're farmers. We don't want to fight.
If you want to survive, you're going to have to.
That's the thing. Sometimes you have to fight if you want to survive. You don't always get to be a pacifist bitch. Sometimes you actually have to stand up for yourself. God, some of these people never go to school. You gotta stand up to the bully.
A body. Please, don't let it be Tadakichi.
Is this your brother?
I remember my first time standing up to a school
could
bully,
still
and
be
it
alive.
felt so sweet.
Ah, it was a trap! They're in the trees!
Oh, they're up top. No. Okay, that sword is getting really annoying because what happened is I'm hitting the buttons too quick, and so it's pulling the sword out instead of my bow.
Are you hurt?
I'll make it. But my brother...
Quickly. We need to find him.
Anyway, my first time standing up to school bully was in high school. I think I was a freshman or sophomore. And so I grew up on a dairy farm, and I had to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and do chores every single morning before I went to school. So I was already in, doing lots of physical activities. And so PE at school, I really disliked PE because it was like, I've already done exercise for the day, right?
We don't know what's happening.
And the worst part was that the PE teacher was also the basketball coach. And so what was PE every day? We're going to play basketball. That was PE, basketball every single day. And the leader of the basketball team was your typical jock. He was like a junior, and he was, Mr. I'm the captain of the team. I'm an uber sports dude. I'm really good at basketball. And he would get so pissed because I didn't care about basketball. And so whenever I was playing basketball for PE, I didn't care about making shots. I didn't care. I was not there to be good at basketball. I was doing it because I had to take the class to get a grade. And he would always get pissed when I got placed on his team because I didn't care. And so he got really mad one time because I was losing the game. And he got up in my face. And he was doing the typical thing where he was just... And he took the basketball and he did that with the basketball at my face. And it clocked me in the cheek. And who knows whether he meant to hit me or not. I didn't care. I literally dropped to my knees, sucker punched him in the nuts. He fell down. I got on top of him and just started wailing on his face. And the coach had to come in, the PE teacher had to come in and pull me off. But you know what? That motherfucker never messed with me ever again after that. Nor did any of the other basketball nerds. That's it. That's all you got to do. Stand up for yourself.
Get on with it!
The Kitsune sends his regards.
Care to gamble with me?
Mess with the bull, you get the horns. That's how that works. Yeah, you got to stand up to the bullies, right? Like, there is no... And that's one of the reasons why I get some people who will be like, why do you respond to the trolls on your channel? And I'm like, because that's what you do to bullies. You don't let the bully win. But it's pointless to deal with the trolls. It's pointless to respond. No, it's not. I make money off those assholes. Are you kidding me? Like, there is nobody winning on this channel other than me. I am the only person who gets to win here. You can make all the stupid comments you want. I win, because I got your free engagement, I've got your ad revenue, I've got your clicks, I've got your
We're
comments.
getting you out of here.
I'm like the lawyer in the room. I'm the only one who walks away from this conversation winning.
What did they do to you?
Fire in my stomach. It hurts.
We need to get him out of the cold.
No, please, don't die. Tadakichi, say something. This can't be.
I'm sorry.
They poisoned him.
How did this happen?
I don't know.
This charm was Tadakichi's. May it serve you better than him.
Poor guy. That was a very sad quest. I don't think I've come across one that's been, like, tragically sad like that so far. You can hold up, Mitsubishi. I've got to go loot some chests. Oh, I finally got some shinobi steel. Like I have enough to upgrade my weapons. One of my weapons anyway. Either the wolf katana, the wolf blade, or the dual katana is probably the main weapon. I think that if you can use words, you should use words, but if words aren't enough, you need to be able to back it up with physical. Like, I do think that words should be the first solution every single time. You should always try to use words first. But if someone is provoking and continuing to provoke and continuing to come after you, and words just aren't solving the problem, like, you have to stand up for yourself. Because they'll never stop. I mean, that's the thing, is like... The unfortunate reality of people like that is that they'll just keep coming over and over and over until someone stops them. Now, but again, like you said, not everyone, you know, because you're not wrong about two wrongs don't make a right. You're not wrong. That's a legitimate thing. But at the same time, I think when it comes to, my brother and I have had this conversation before about if a zombie apocalypse ever happens, like, we are the ones who survive. Because just, you're not getting my water and my food without a fight. he who has the bigger guns wins. I mean, it's a
So she kills them so far. I find her. She's begging for mercy.
You found her.
What? You? I don't want to die.
they big talk till you show up.
You can almost tell this one's me.
It is a damned if you do, damned if you don't type of situation. 100%. Like, there are just some situations where the only way out is going to be by stomping the bully's head into the pavement. Words are never enough for some people. There are just some, especially when you get into the guys who live their entire day in the gym, and the only thing that they know is physical. That's it. They have nothing in between their ears, and so their entire belief system is structured around.
Barter, traveler. Always good to barter with travelers.
You say something I don't like, me smash. And you can try to avoid those situations with words, and if you're smart, you can get around that for a long time. But there may become this. It's not, you're never going to know for sure that you're going to come into those types of situations. But at least I have found in life that you're always going to end up running into a situation where you're going to have to get physical with people. I have yet to find a situation that wasn't like, for the most part, I've been able to use words my whole life. But there have been some times when you have to get physical. Patched straw hat. That's kind of like the one I'm wearing.
Be careful. Snow is deeper than it looks.
Carry a sword out.
But yes, it is sad that some people only understand a certain type of language.
Just passing through.
The Red Crane Inn. We need to find a lead on the Kitsune. Samurai horses. What are the Matsumae doing here?
And what is my bird leading me towards?
You look chilled through. Come.
Oh,
A good soak will warm you. Welcome.
there's another
Our
hot spring
waters
inside
will cure
here.
whatever ails you. Cold, cough, or general aches.
How much?
A small charge compared to the hot spring's many benefits.
It'll be nice to feel warm again.
You won't be disappointed.
I gotta pay to use the hot spring? The other ones have all been free.
When I was sick, Mother would take me to the hot springs. She'd brush my hair as I soaked it.
Time for my spa treatment.
It always made me feel better.
Alright, what else do we have in this town? This is just an inn, so there might not be an actual village per se. Oh, you know what I haven't done is I haven't gone back.
Dead or alive, everyone's head is worth a price.
And check the gifts. And I can update one of my swords.
Granny's sewing right now. Tomorrow, maybe.
Competition for work is getting fierce.
Yeah, hot soak. Hot soak sounds good. It is the one thing So we live in a climate that is seasonally just pretty hot all year round. So we don't have a water heater. And we don't need a water heater about 10 months out of the year because it is warm enough that when you step into the shower, it's a nice, refreshing shower where the water is usually lukewarm and feels very refreshing compared to the heat. However, November, December, it actually gets cool enough at nighttime and the water gets cool enough in the pipes that it actually is like we end up heating up water in a container
You think I just make these
um,
maps magically
to
appear.
take like
No
a
one ever told me I'd freeze
camp
to
style
death on
bath
this
where you have a
job.
big
You do get
bucket of
winters
hot
on the
water and you just
mainland,
pour it
do
over
you not?
yourself.
Well, yes.
I
But
do
at
miss
least we don't have
sometimes like
fox
just
spirits
filling up a
prowling
huge
around,
bathtub with hot water
trying to
and just
bury me
soaking.
in the snow.
But it doesn't get like it's only like 6 weeks out of the year where it's cool enough that I would want to go soak in a
Just
bucket
keep
of
it
hot
to
water,
yourself.
a tub of hot water. Whereas when I lived in the mountains, you damn straight you need a water heater. Yes, it's not. Yeah, a bath is like so. Chris never grew up with a bath, so she didn't understand it until we moved. And when we were living in the city for those 4 years we were in the city, we had a bathtub. And she started taking baths in the city, and she's like, "Okay, this is actually legit." And I was like, "I know, I told you." She didn't understand. When we were living in Cancun, she grew up here, and so she just always grew up with like showers and stuff. And then in Cancun, all we ever had was showers. Um, and then we moved to the city and we had a bathtub. And I was always complaining in Cancun, I wish we had a bathtub. And then every time we'd go on a trip and we'd be at work, I was always like, anytime there's a jacuzzi in the room, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing jacuzzi time." Um, and then when we moved to the city, she started taking baths like twice a week. And I was like, "Told you." Thanks for the sub over on Twitch, Knox. Appreciate it. Oh, this one is like. I have no clue for this one. That's kind of like there's like no discernible features for this one. Oh, that might be it right there. Oh, that just reminded me to check my warranty, my PS5 warranty card. They activated the card yesterday, but it still doesn't have the money on the card. I'm gonna check it right now. I forgot to check. Oh, it's still 8. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. They probably haven't done anything yet. That's how I also felt about there's the money. Oh, nice. I got to tell my wife. So, speaking of warranty stuff with the PS5, my money is now on my card. So, we need to go buy some stuff for our anniversary now that I've got that money in the account. I'm pretty sure I can use that at the local store. I'll need to confirm. Perfect. Thanks for that. Yeah, the not only just the Yōtei controllers. I saw somebody do an unboxing of the Yōtei PS5s. There's the black and white one, and then there's the gold and white one. And I looked at both of those and went, "Oh, those are pretty sweet looking." That's gonna be right there. You got the gold one? Nice. Circle is right there. Okay. So I got my maps. All right, we need to go back to. We gotta go way back down here because I've got an upgrade. And I can also go pick up gifts. Hold on, let's do the gifts first. It's $10 more than your replacement. Here you go. Here's $10. Exactly. It's like not a problem.
I
Upgrade.
assume you
Hashtag
require
worth it.
maps? I hope it is up to your standards.
Where is the... Where's the gift box?
Ah, you crossed off One-Eye Moritaka.
Guess he didn't see me coming.
But
Good
tis.
Here's your pay.
Alright, where is the gift box?
Do you have something to trade?
Maybe it'd be better if I went over here because one of these, the gift box, was easy to find.
More gifts for the Onryo. People are braver than I thought. More rumors are spreading. They say
Money,
the
money,
Onryo
money!
wields more than a
Give me
katana,
money!
that she can use
More
multiple
money is
weapons,
good.
like Lord Saito.
A ghost shouldn't need weapons.
You're no fun. You know that?
What'd I get? Find me in the Yōtei grasslands at the Old Inn.
Beautiful Kokeshi dolls for sale.
Alright, the snake's bite. Oh, new cosmetic sword. The Oni's glory. So some new sword kits. Alright, now we're going back down to the house. Because we got some upgrades. We are upgrading the wolf blade first.
Father and I worked so hard I heard the hammers in my sleep.
Is your arm still sore?
I'm getting used to it.
Skip.
It's almost there.
Stalker 2 needs to hurry up and come up with a
Now,
story
you
update.
rest.
I bought the Ultimate Edition, and it's been like a year. And there still hasn't been a story update. Hurry up, damn it. I should check, because I bet I can also do the dual katana. Oh, I have just enough Shinobi steel. I'll need gun parts. Oh, those are found in the Ashima coast. Now I can also do the Odachi. Next month is a DLC release. I have not been paying attention. Because I bought the Ultimate Edition of Stalker 2, so I've been waiting for like actual like DLC releases. I was not aware that Stalker 2 had a DLC coming out. I'm like, hang on. Stalker 2 DLC release date. There is no confirmed date for any Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl DLCs, as according to Google right now. Yeah, but that's not the same thing. What I'm talking about is I'm talking about like an actual named DLC. There still is no named DLC coming. All the little things in between, I'm not really interested in that. What I'm interested in is named DLC with a new story, because that's part of what I paid for with the Ultimate Edition, is 2 DLC updates. Like, so it doesn't look like they have. They announced recently that they were working on 2 story-driven DLCs, but those have no release dates yet. So that's what I'm looking forward to, because whenever that happens, I will be happy to dive back in. Stalker 2 was a great experience. I did 2 playthroughs and had a great time. All right. Look at the map. Yeah, it's just been lots of updates. They brought the PS5 version of the game. I mean, they've done a ton of updates to Stalker 2. It's
The
kind of
whole
like if
thing
you look
in.
at like New World Eternum
I need to
over
find
the
a read
last
on the
year since
Kitsune.
New World Eternum dropped, it's just been lots of updates every couple of months, like really cool updates adding features, bug fixes, new content, upgraded mechanics, changing these things around, new perks, stuff like that. And then now in October, we're getting a story update, which is an actual DLC with a new zone and new story. That's what I'm waiting for with Stalker 2. It's like I had a great time playing the game, and they've been doing a ton of additional changes to the game, bug fixes, improvements, modifying mechanics, balance passes, adding the PS5 version of the game, all that stuff, which is awesome, hard work, great for the team. But I'm just waiting for the actual, the next 2 story DLC updates, which we're still waiting on. All right, folks, that is the end of the morning stream. I need to go eat breakfast and take my great niece to school in about 30 minutes. So I got to go do my family stuff, and I will be back this afternoon with probably more Starfield or Titan Quest 2. I might do Titan Quest 2 today, since we did Starfield yesterday. I probably, because I want to finish the Chapter 2 content for Titan Quest 2. I'm not going to do any New World Eternum today. I've been playing that the last 4 days in a row. We're going to take a break from New World Eternum today. So I'll make a decision later if it's going to be Titan Quest 2 or Starfield. But one way or the other, I'll be back this afternoon. Unless it's pouring down rain or there's storms or something. What is today? Is today Tuesday or Wednesday? It's Wednesday because I did my Dune Awakening stuff yesterday. Oh, I just got an invite from Kepler to join the Kepler Creative program over on Lurkit. I need to go find out what that's all about. All right, see you guys. Have a great day.